Good morning you guys and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla, aka the girl who knots, and first things first, I am so sorry for my voice at the moment. It is a lot more nasally than usual because I ended up getting sick. I am still a little bit sick. It has been over a week now and I ended up losing my voice, so it is very slowly coming back to me. But we need to get market prepping for OzCon, which at the time of filming this is, what day is it today? It's Wednesday today and it is next Saturday. I am so nervous for this market. It is my very first weekend market, like it's both Saturday and Sunday, so I'm very nervous but also very excited about it. We're just going to get straight into it. I'm going to show you first what I've been making whilst I've been sick and not being able to film, and then I'm going to film the next probably week of everything that I end up making for this market. And I will also be doing, of course, my trusty little market mock-up before we obviously go to the market. So first things first, let's talk about what I've been making. First thing I ended up restocking is my little Gengar pattern. I love this guy so much and he's never come with me to a convention before, so I'm so excited to see how he goes. I did sell a few of him at Planty Peeps, which is a little shop that I sell a few plushies in, and they ended up selling out. So if that is anything to go by, hopefully he's a little crowd favorite. I ended up making 6 of these guys. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Look at them, they're a little like Gengar family. Oh, I love them so much. And I love the colors so much. This is actually a new color from Zaddy Crafts. I'm gonna guess it's Curious or Ambitious. I will correct myself because I'm sure I am wrong, but I saw it and thought it would be perfect for these guys and I love how they turned out. This is a paid pattern over on my website if you are interested. He is pretty low sew. You only sew on the ears, the tail and the little feet, but I just love his little toe beans so much. I think they're my favorite part. That's all of the, that's all the Gengars done. I have 6 and I'm pretty happy with leaving it at 6 at the moment because I have so many other things that I want to make, and 6 was like my bare minimum of what I wanted to have for these guys. So super stoked with that. Next is a cheeky little pattern test that I did for Crochet by Ree, and that is for Nigel the Frog, and look at this guy. Isn't he so cute? I love him so much. I have the whites on the outside for this guy. I have it for 2 of them because I needed to take photos. Where is he? This guy. Because I needed to take the photos, but I ended up making 6 of these guys in total. 6 Nigels. I love this guy so much. I just love his face. It's so good. As I said, I have 6 of these guys. I kind of did want to make 8, but I do have a lot of frogs for this market, so I thought that 6 should be enough. But super, oh, see you later. Super stoked with this guy. Super cute pattern. Definitely go check it out. I am sure it will be out by the time that this video comes out, so go make sure you grab one. He's no sew, and look at his little legs. Oh my god, I love him so much. The next Pokemon I ended up making is this little Chikorita pattern. Is that not so cute? This is a free pattern over on Instagram, and I do believe the creator's name is Lazy Frog Co. It is completely no sew other than the leaf. Sorry, low sew. Just need to sew on the leaf, which is super easy, and I ended up making 5 of these guys. I did kind of want to make 6, but I low-key ran out of this like lime green color and I didn't really want to buy more of it, if I'm honest. So I still feel like 5 should be enough for this guy, but if he ends up selling out, he ends up selling out. But super excited to bring them along. I've also never had this guy at my market either. I'm gonna have so many new little creations at this market and I'm so excited about it. Now we get onto the latest makes, which I ended up making last night, and that is these little dragons. I believe these are called the Hatching Baby Dragons, and they are by Dr. Choco Crochet. As the name suggests, these guys do come with a pattern to make 3 different types of eggs, I believe, that they will fit in and they can hatch out of. However, I have just decided to make the dragons because I think they will look so cute sitting on my like little racks that I take to the markets. And they are super quick, low sew. You just sew on the wings, and I just think they've turned out so adorable. I did make those 2 last night, and then I got started on a 3rd one. I do plan on making 7 of these guys because I have 7 sets of these like glitter eyes that I've had for the longest time, so I want to use them all up. But we shall see how it goes. But that is everything that I have made over the last like week-ish. And I'm super happy with how the progress is going. So, as I said, we are working on dragons. That is the next thing that I hope to get finished. And then I'm probably going to go through everything that I already have and do a proper stock take because I haven't done one in the longest of time. And I can literally see like plushies just placed around that I either needed to talk about in a video or their decoration, like my little Octos at the moment. That will be going with me to the market, and I just need to, you know, put them in bags and stock take them. But these guys especially I like just as my little decorations. I'm gonna have to make another 8 more just so I can have them in the background. For now though, I am running and grabbing myself a hot cup of tea to try and help my throat, but I shall see you when we are working on the dragon.
'Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream that we've been talking about, so we can land and spend the ball on us.
Good morning. It is now Thursday morning and the day after I last filmed, because I don't think I said what day it was. It is currently 8:15 and I thought I would show you what I got done last night. I did realize that I didn't really go through the dragons, so we're gonna start from the start and then I'll show you what I ended up making last night. I believe I already showed you these 2, but he is a little green guy with purple accents and these like silver-ish eyes. And then we have a little light yellow one with hot pink eyes and little accents. I think I did show you another one. I think it was this one. Is a purple guy with green accents and hot pink eyes again. Then last night I finished this one that's red and orange with these really pretty orange eyes. And a little hot pink one with purple accents and purple eyes. So we have 5 out of 7 so far. I really wish I remembered where I got these eyes from. I'm guessing they were just off Amazon, but they were that long ago that I have no idea. I tried to find them again because I do kind of want to make more of these dragons, and I don't want some with just black safety eyes and then some with the glitter eyes, because I think the glitter eyes, like being sunken eyes, look really cool with the dragons. So I don't know, I might have to try and locate them a bit later, but the eyes, talking about them, were so annoying for me to try and get the backs on. I did them for one of the dragons, but then I just couldn't get it past the first click, and you needed like 2 clicks for them to be like fully sunken. So I ended up getting my partner to do it, but because he's obviously working during the day, I was like, how am I gonna get him to do the eyes like as I crochet today? So I ended up just making the heads of 2 colors and getting him to put in the eyes last night. So we have this dark green dragon with gold eyes, and then we have a light blue dragon with, it's either a really light pink, which I think it is, because it's not quite just pure silver, there's definitely some pink in there. But that means that I can work on these today. So I can't remember what the accent colors are gonna be for these guys. Maybe it'll be a little bit of a surprise. I don't think I really even picked them because I was just so focused on getting these eyes in. So those eyes are 16 millimeters, and I do have 18 millimeter eyes with the whole glitter situation going on. And I don't know whether I could get away with putting them in these dragons and it's still looking good, or if I have to put them in like loaf cats or maybe some bigger dragons that I make, because I do want to use them up and I do like how they look with these dragons. So I'm not 100% sure. I would like more than 7 of these guys. I would like 10, but I don't know. I really don't know if it would look good. I feel like I could do it. I feel like I could get away with it. Maybe we'll have to try. But for now, it is walking forest time. So we're gonna go for a walk, and then I do also need to I need to edit for this week's vlog. So that's gonna take some time. I may not check in for the rest of the day. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It'll just depend if Forrest lets me crochet this afternoon. We will see how we go, but I am in desperate need of a coffee because I haven't had coffee this whole time I've been sick. I think my voice, it's still annoying, but it's getting a little better. So I actually craved coffee for the first time in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So I'm gonna make one of those and then we're gonna go on a walk because it is the first sunny day in like a week of rain. So we're going to take advantage of it while we can. It is the next morning and it is like 7:45 in the morning. We are about to go on our little walk that we did yesterday, which was by a lake, and he really, really enjoyed it. So we're gonna do it again, but I need to update you. Anyways, we need to talk about what I got done last night. So I did end up finishing the last 2 dragons. How cute are they? I kind of stuffed this one up, but we're gonna pretend that the wings are pink and not blue. I literally realized after putting it on and I was like, why do they look so different other than the colors? I was like, oh, I'm a silly goose and forgot to make it in the accent color, but I still think she's cute, you know? Still love the all one color except for the little feet and arms and they match their like really light pink eyes. And then this one is obviously my favorite, even though we don't usually play favorites, but look at him. Is he not like my perfect little dragon? How cute is he? With those 2 done, that means our little dragon pack is all finished. As I said, I would have loved to have made more of these guys, but I do plan on making some bigger dragons. I really am just lacking dragons for this OzCon, but you know, I can only do the best I can only do. I still have other things I want to make more, so I'm still super I'm still so happy that I managed to get 7 done. I think they're so cute and it's the first time I'm having these. What was that? A factory mill end. I'm still so happy to have 7 done and I think they're gonna be really, really good at the market. I've never taken these guys to the market before, so I'm super excited to see how they do. Then I had like a epiphany, if that's what you want to call it, last night when I realized I haven't made any Totoros, and I remember when I was editing yesterday that I talked about making Totoros and I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't made any yet and they are probably my best seller at markets. I started last night and I got 2 bodies finished. Oh my God, Forrest is eating tea towels lately. Hey! As I was saying, I got 2 Totoro bodies done last night. I have no idea how many of these guys I'm going to get done. I know that I did take 9 of these guys to the geek markets at the end of last year and they sold out so quickly. I don't think I'll be able to get 9 just because, like I said, I still want to make some bigger dragons and there's some Eevee and Pikachus that I want to make also. And it is currently Friday, so I literally have like kind of less than a week to prep now because next Friday I will have to do the bump in and, you know, set up my market table and things like that. And I'll have to sort out my inventory, fill my inventory and all that. So don't know how many I'll get done. I'm going to aim for at least 6 because I did want to make some in blanket yarn and I think I want to make 1 or 2 of them. So I'm going to aim for 6 of these guys and we will see what happens. That's everything that I did yesterday. I edited, I've got that video that will go up tonight. So that's so good. That is a weight off my shoulders. That is the plan. I'm going to go make a coffee and we're gonna go for a walk around the lake and then I shall come back and make Totoros. Totoros.
Yes, thank you. Memorial Day, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day weekend! The trouble with your socialist dessert is it's best if you had made it about the equal distribution of cake slices. I did. Works. I'm looking for
Why do I keep dyeing my hair and then it's so dark the next day that you can't see it? Why, Forrest? I dyed my hair last night back to like a reddy, like purple color, and you can't even tell. So maybe one day you'll see it when it's actually sunny. But that aside, I have some things to show you that I got done last night. We did get Totoro done, and here he is. I absolutely love this pattern so much. As I said, definitely one of my best sellers at the market. So we ended up making 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of them, which was my goal, and I am super happy with that. As I said, I would love to have more of these guys, but I am happy to sit with 6 of them for now, and we will see how we go. I could possibly make more while I'm at the market, or what was that? Or maybe the night of the first day for the next day. I don't know. We'll see how we go, but we have 6 little ones for now. As I also mentioned, I wanted to make a larger Totoro, or 2, maybe 2. So I got started on that this morning, which will be in this like light gray and white. This is Motivera yarn. Oh my gosh, the yarn's everywhere. But yes, this is in Motivera yarn. I'm about halfway done the body, so I will hopefully have that finished tonight, maybe 2 of them tonight. I don't know, that might be a little bit hopeful because it is about midday at the moment and we do have soccer this afternoon. So I don't know how much I will be able to get done. It is a little bit of a trip to soccer, so I will take it in the car to crochet on the way there and the way back. We will see how we go. I do want to do stock take today or tomorrow. I don't know which day I'm going to do it, but I will be getting my fold out tables and just setting everything out on them so that I can get like a flat view lay of everything that I have so far. And then my partner very kindly made me an Excel spreadsheet so that I can actually store my inventory in a way better and more efficient way than me just constantly writing it down on paper and then having to rewrite the whole thing again if I make a mistake. For right now though, I am going to grab some lunch and probably keep working on this Totoro until we have to head off. We are back. And what I managed to get done was, when I can find him, 1 Totoro body all done, and then I ended up starting another one. I think I will just end up making the 2 Totoros. I do want to get them finished tonight, and I think I could get that done. Then there's a part of me that also kind of wants to take the night off and play a game or something and just sort of chill because I haven't done that in literally the longest time. We will see. I will either take time off tonight or tomorrow night, depending. I feel like maybe tomorrow night because I will have more time to crochet tomorrow. But either way, I'm going to leave filming here tonight and I shall catch up with you guys in the morning. Good morning. It is actually now Monday morning. I didn't film yesterday at all. I don't think. I just sort of took the day to sort of chill, but we are back with a safety eye order. I know it's not market prep, but I quickly wanted to show you. So this is an order for Ashlyn over in Canada. Ashlyn grabbed a pair of 30mm hibiscus, Charmander, Melotic, and cranberry. I do need to grab groceries this morning, so I was planning to drop it off at the post office while I'm there, but Ozpost is actually down this morning. I don't know what's going on, so I don't know if I will be able to send it today or if it'll have to be this afternoon or maybe tomorrow. But I did do the little thank you card and we have some stickers, a little plant and a little pink cow. Hopefully a miracle happens and I can get back on in the next like 10 to 20 minutes, but either way, I will still pack the order and send it as soon as possible. Yesterday, although I didn't film, I still did crochet and I actually made this little guy. This is Crochet by Jenna's No Sew Dragon and I did it in, of course, little Spyro colors because we love Spyro around here. I did a Spyro themed dragon for my last convention, which I swear was Christmas last year, and he sold super quick, so I definitely wanted to bring at least one to this convention. I do want to make another one, however, and have 2 little Spyros. I do this morning have my little like wrist brace thing support on. That is because down here, which I don't think I've ever had pain down there before, but it is like a bit of a sharp pain, and I started getting it last night. So I didn't crochet last night and I haven't crocheted today either. I've just been wearing this as like an extra support to remind me not to use it as much. And I am contemplating not crocheting today, and instead we will be doing my stock take of everything that I've gotten so far. I will hopefully be coming up with all my pricing and then printing all of the little pricing tags that I'll be using and just all of the admin side of things, so that because it's Monday and I literally have the convention on Saturday, all of the admin will be done, and then hopefully I'm feeling better tomorrow so that I can just crochet the next couple of days. It is also my birthday on Thursday. I keep forgetting because I'm so deep into market prepping right now that I'm just like, that's all I'm focused on. I'm not like, I don't want to say I'm not excited for my birthday. I do enjoy birthdays, but I don't know, I'm just so like, no, we can't celebrate because I need to crochet and market prep, and especially being 2 days before the actual market, I feel like I will be stressed, but I'm going to try and just sort of let go a bit this week, and just what I get done is what I get done. I'm hoping that doing stock take and seeing everything that I have laid out will make me feel a lot better and will hopefully help me to not stress. That is the plan for today though. For now, I am going to pack up this order, hopefully be able to send it, but either way I need to go get groceries and all that fun stuff, and then I'll come home and we can do some stock take together. Okay, we have the 2 bags, and then we also have my 8-foot table and my 2 4-foot tables. So let's get all of these plushies out and give them a good head count. I have no idea which one has like the bigger items in it. I know Strawberry Turtle's in there, so we will see. I am also like way too short to be reaching over this, but I might leave some space for the Strawberry Turtle.
Pushing the past again, no. You know my little triggers keep on triggering them all. I've had enough of this, oh. Our timeline's getting worn out when we're going back and forth. You know we're only pretending, we're only weak and lonely, and I think we both know it. Why can't we face it? Keep on paper chasing all these made up reasons.
One bag down.
My heart is wasted. Keep on paper chasing, acting really small when we're growing out of love. It never was like this before. We've been wearing out our loving like a pair of favorite jeans. Was getting harder to ignore. Kept on stitching up the patches. You know we're only pretending, we're only weak and lonely, and I think we both know it. Why can't we face it? Keep on paper chasing all these made up reasons. You're the only one for me. My heart is wasted.
And bag 2 done. So this is everything that I have so far. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up so you can see everything. But I don't know if this honestly makes me feel better or worse. Hopefully the total number will make me feel better, but at the moment, I don't know. I thought I'd have more than this. Like I thought I was honestly going to struggle to fill the table, but I've got a good like half a meter towards the end. So I have a lot more space than I thought I would. I'll give you a close up. I need to then go through and count everything by hand. That's gonna be fun, so that I can then put all of my inventory into my new Excel Excel sheet to keep track of everything. So yeah, I'm going to go have a good old admin day for the rest of the day, and I shall see you guys when I'm crocheting next. Huh? You wanna say hello? Oh, you wanna say hello? Say hello. Hi. Yeah. Cutie. It is our Tuesday and we have progress. So I ended up lying and I was a little bit naughty and I did end up crocheting yesterday, so let me show you what I made. There was a capybara pattern that I found that was definitely made in chenille yarn, and I really wanted to make it in the Motivera blanket yarn, and this is how big he turned out. How chubby and just huge is he. Love him. So I ended up getting very excited and I made 4 of him. Ooh, he's upside down. 4 of him. I did want to make 6, but I have other things that I really need to make and I have 3 days left. So I left it at 4 and that's where I'm going to leave it. If you've been here before, you may have remembered that I made this little Octo guy as like a yarn review that I did, and I didn't want him to be on his own. So I also made 2 other Octos to join him on the rack. We have 3 Octos. I do want to make another one, but I'm going to get to that in a second. Super happy with these guys. I am so sad that this yarn was discontinued because I love it so much. Damn you, Spotlight. And then I also remembered, if you've also been here for a little bit, you remembered that I did some mystery boxes at one of my last markets and I had 3 left over. So I had these 3 little guys left in there. I don't have time to make enough to do mystery boxes for this market, but I was thinking of just selling them just out of the box as they are, because the more stock the better. So I will be adding these guys into the mix, which I forgot to give you an update. That was the update that I was meant to start with. I did end up counting everything and calculating all of the value of what I have. I asked you guys over on Instagram to have a guess at how many plushies that I had made so far, and whoever was closest got a free copy of whatever pattern of mine of their choosing. And the total ended up being 214 plushies, and someone actually guessed 213. Like, almost couldn't be closer if they tried. And you would probably think that that would fill me with some confidence, but actually it did quite the opposite. I actually wasn't happy with that at all. And it made me stress, which is why this ended up happening. I'm pretty sure for my geek market at the end of last year, I had about the same. I swear I had like 212 plushies, and I really thought that I had made more than that. So I think that's why I was a bit disheartened. It may sound like a lot to other people, but I don't know. For me, I guess it just wasn't quite what I thought I had. And then the total value ended up being about $5,800, which is really good. And as I said, it's so similar to what I took to Geek. But as I just said, I wasn't happy with it. So I made these guys and then found the little mystery guys to add into the mix. And then I also just sat down and I wrote everything that I would really like to get done before Friday. Well, before Saturday. I still have Friday night to prep if I want to. And that will be 1 more of those Octos I just showed you, 3 more Tassie Devils because I only have 1 and I would love to fill a rack with them, which is the same thing for a little mini dragon that I have. I literally have 1 left. I would love to make 3 more just to fill a rack. I'm not like worrying about the restocks of them. I need to make 2 brown chickens. I need to make 2 penguins because I have 2 at the moment and I would just like to fill the rack. That is the base of what I like really want to get done. And then if I have time, I have a rat pattern that I got that I thought would be pretty cool. So I'd like to make 4 of them, same as a capybara. And then I did start making an Eevee, like a bigger Eevee. If I have time, I would love to finish that and add it to the mix, but that is my plan so far. It is currently like 1 p.m. and this morning I spent all of the morning just sorting out the pricing and sorting out my signage. Here should be all of my signs that I need for the, for the racks and for the little baskets and things like that. I just put these on an A4 piece of paper, laminate them, cut them out, and then I just blue tack them to the racks, and that seems to work for me. And then I have little tags for my bigger plushies that are sort of like more one-off plushies. And this idea came from the Crochet Carpenter, and it is these little name tags. So I have my name, a little description, and then like a QR code that goes to my Instagram. And then on the back, it has the item, which in this case is a raccoon, the price and the amount of time that it took me to make. I feel like these are just going to be such a good idea for things like my bigger items that took a long time. This guy took me around 8 hours at least. So having the price tag on him, and then, I don't know, sort of taking away that question of, whoa, that's so expensive, like, wouldn't have even taken much time. I don't know what people say, but I feel like it sort of gives a little bit more information as to why they are priced the way that they are. I've just done a little hole punch in it, and I will probably just pin it to each of the plushies. I just designed these on Canva, which is where I design all of my things, and then I just printed it out on cardstock here at home. So we love, and I'm excited to see how they go. We are now on the same page for where I'm at. So I am going to spend the rest of the afternoon working on this list of things I have to make, because I have this afternoon, tonight, I have most of tomorrow. Thursday is my birthday, so I don't know how much I'm gonna have time to crochet. And then Friday, I will probably just have the night because I have to bump in and set up all the tables and everything. So I will probably lose half a day doing that. And then I'm obviously going to have to pack all the plushies away and get everything prepared for Saturday morning. So I'm going to go see how much of this list that I can smash out. Good morning and happy Wednesday. We are starting this morning off with a safety I order from Bethany. And Bethany grabbed a pair of 30mm Gengar and a pair of 30mm Orchid. And for stickers, we have a little happy capybara and a little plant. So thank you so much, Bethany. I am going to go send this off now, as well as that other package that I packed the other day, but Ozpost was down. So I'm going to go pack them off and send them off together. And then I shall come back and we'll show you what I made last night. It is now much later in the day. It is actually 1:30, and that is because I ended up going live over on YouTube. Here on YouTube, where we ended up making another little Tassie Devil. So now we have two. Turns out I used a 6mm for this one, and I used a 7mm today. So they're a little bit different in size. Sorry, my voice is like so strained for talking for 2 hours nonstop. So thank you to everyone that joined my live and hung out. It was very fun, and I wanted to show you what I made last night. So turned out I had this white kitten body, so I just finished that one off last night, and then I made a little brown kitty. I restocked the 2 brown chickens that I needed. I made one little dragon. I made another one of these colored Octos, and last but not least, I made 2 penguins. Yes, I made this one first and then realized I made the colors the wrong way around, and then made this one. So we have like a little inverted moment over here, but made 2 of them. Super happy with what I was able to get done. All that's on my list now that I really want to have at the bare minimum to take to the market on the weekend is 1 more of these guys, and pretty well just 1 more Tassie Devil. I think that'll be a pretty good base. That's at the very least of what I want done, and I will be happy. Then anything else that I make after that is just like extra happiness at that point. But for right now, I need to honestly go take photos and make reels for the plushies that I haven't done that already with, because if they sell on the weekend, I can no longer do that. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm then probably gonna grab some food because I haven't really had lunch yet. I may end up doing a table mock-up. I don't know if I'll do that today or tomorrow. We will see. I honestly don't know how I'm going to do it because I don't really have the space for it, but I'm gonna try my best. For now, I need to grab some food and make some content with my new plushies. Happy Thursday, aka my birthday. It is currently like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. As I said, it was my birthday, so I kind of just chilled out this morning, honestly. Took little man for a walk, and then I have been sorting out this, trying to get some sort of plan of what I'm going to have the setup like at OzCon, because tomorrow is Friday, which means that I need to take all of the tables and the racks and everything in, the cubes, and go set them up for the weekend. And I wanted to have some sort of idea, so I ended up doing a little mock-up, and let me show you guys what the sort of idea is. It's not definite, it never is, it always changes when I get there, but here is some type of idea of what I think it will look like. As you can see, we have one 8-foot table, we have forest, and then we have a 4-foot table and another 4-foot table back there. I have zero idea what the formation will be. I did contemplate swapping an 8-foot table out for a 6-foot, but looking at everything, I kind of think I actually need all of the space. Like, I can't really lose 2 feet here. So I think I'm just gonna leave it as is, and I will figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. But let me walk you through. So on the 8-foot table, we have racks, we have some of these little baskets that I've put a couple of plushies in. We have the keyring, little pegboard, chickens, scrunchies, and then this took me a hot minute to figure out. I believe this is the most big items I have ever taken to a market, literally ever. So I really wanted it to be like the showstopper, but also without it breaking. So I did this cube formation, which I think works really, really well. I have my cheaper items on the bottom, and then it works its way up in price with the show-stopping items on the very top, and Evie. Not Evie, Leafeon, because he's, you know, a snuggler and he just chills on the corner. Then I've just got my market bags in another little basket. We've got all of the Pokemon and little characters and things on this 4-foot table. And then for this 4-foot table, just more racks and more of the baskets. As I said, this is a general idea. I don't know if I will have this big cube situation on the 8-foot table, or if maybe I could fit it on a 4-foot table. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out when I get there tomorrow and unpack all of the tables, and when I have to do this whole cube situation again, which I'm so looking forward to, but I'm gonna take some photos of everything so I kind of remember how I wanted it to look. And right now I'm going out for my little birthday dinner, so I shall see you guys in the morning when we are hopefully at OzCon getting ready to set up. Good morning and happy Friday, aka the day that we can go in and finally set up for OzCon. It is currently 9:45 and I've just pulled up to the car park of the building that I will be in. However, I don't think I'm in the right car park, but I'm gonna go in and try and talk to someone to figure out where I'm going and what I'm doing. Usually when I do bump-ins, I only set up the tables, the tablecloths, and the racks, and then everything else I do on the day of the actual convention. But this time, I think I'm going to set up all my racks, all my baskets, like the nest for the chickens, and then also put all of my signage up as well. I'm just a very anxious person about people stealing things or things getting lost, what have you. So I've been very nervous to do that, but I think it just makes more sense. And if someone steals a rack or a basket, like, it's not going to be the end of the world. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't take my plushies to set up until the day of, and then I will also be taking them home during the night in between the days, if that makes sense. At the end of Saturday, I'll take all the plushies home and then reset them up on Sunday, just because I definitely don't trust that. That will make me way too anxious. But for now, let's get inside and start setting up. I'm so excited. I have brought my tripod to try and set you guys up so that you can watch it all, but we will see how confident I am feeling.
Feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down, feel alive. wanna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
I'm now back home after setting that all up. It took me around 2 hours. I am so indecisive when it comes to these sorts of things, but it's all done, thank goodness. So all I have to do tomorrow morning is literally just walk in and put all of my plushies out, which is amazing. And with my booth all set up, that is where I'm going to leave today's video. Thank you for joining me in another market getting ready with me. What is it called? A market prep vlog. The next time you'll see me, we will be at OzCon together, so make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss that video next week. I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful day or night wherever you are in this big wide world, and I hope we get to see you in the next video. Bye!